The note lay there, untouched as though it belonged. It sat folded in half, white against the dark wood of the coffee table, pretending it wasn't a knife lodged deep in my gut. I'm starting fresh with someone I love. 12 words and nothing more. No name, no signature, just a quiet statement of finality, and the haunting echo of the door she slammed behind her. I stared at the paper until my eyes burned. The couch still held traces of her shampoo, the scent lingering like a ghost. Her mug sat in the sink, lipstick rimmed and fading. She was gone, but not really. She left parts of herself scattered throughout the wreckage. 20 grand in car insurance debt, all in my name. 35,000 in student loans. And 3 credit cards drained like a lifeless body. But the real damage was Ethan. 10 years old. His silence was louder than any words he could have said. He was pouring cereal, as if the world hadn't shifted off its axis. He looked up from his bowl, his blue eyes too calm for what had just happened. "It's okay, Dad," he said, spoon hovering halfway to his mouth. "I took care of it. I didn't ask. Not because I didn't want to know, but because I already knew. Some part of me had known all along." 2 days later, the phone rang, and I shouldn't have picked it up. Her voice sliced through the speaker like a live wire. "What the hell did you do?" she screamed. I didn't answer. I just let her spin her words, broken and frayed. They cracked and snapped like glass. She was unraveling. Her bank accounts were frozen. Her cards declined. Fraud alerts. A federal hold. She couldn't even access her Venmo. "They think I stole," she shrieked. "They think I lied. I'm being audited. Investigated. I can't even book a damn flight." Ethan walked into the room, holding his tablet like a trophy. His silence was heavier now, and I couldn't meet his eyes. He was too calm. He looked at me, then at the phone, and then he smiled. That smile, calm and cold, chilled me more than her fury. Without a word, he turned the tablet toward me. His fingers moved across the screen like he was showing me an art project, but it wasn't drawings. It was bank statements, IP logs, transfer receipts. Her entire financial history unfolded before me, like a confession laid bare. "I watched her," he said quietly, his voice almost a whisper. "When she used your passwords. When she forged your name. I recorded it all." My chest tightened. "Money makes people free," he whispered, eyes never leaving the screen. "So I made us free." Every fraudulent transfer she'd made in my name was reversed. Every card she'd maxed out now linked back to her accounts. Every lie, every shady transaction, every ounce of manipulation he'd tracked and documented. He had re-engineered her entire financial trail to point back to her. And then with surgical precision, he shut every door behind her. A 10-year-old boy with his mother's ambition, and my silent complicity. The doorbell rang. She stood there on the porch, looking like a ghost who hadn't yet realized it was dead. Her hair was wild, sweat clung to her collar, and her eyes, those eyes, were shattered like cracked glass. "You set me up," she said, her voice barely a whisper, as though she couldn't even comprehend what had just happened. I didn't open the door. I just stood there behind the glass, watching her unravel in real time. "Everything's gone," she cried. "My account, my savings, my new apartment. He kicked me out. You ruined me." Ethan appeared beside me, standing tall, his expression unreadable. Not hiding, not afraid. Just there. Her eyes locked onto him, then darted back to me. "What did you do to him?" she demanded, her voice breaking as if she couldn't bear the truth. I spoke for the first time. My voice was quiet, too steady for the chaos that had just unraveled. "You left a note," I said, my words slow and deliberate. "Remember? I'm starting fresh with someone I love." "So did we," I added, watching the truth sink in. Her response was an explosion of fury. She screamed, her fist slamming against the door, demanding answers that no longer mattered. Her threats melted into sobs, and then complete silence. She backed away slowly, as if the house itself had turned its back on her, as if the walls were rejecting her presence. The police arrived soon after, asking questions I'd already answered in my head. I told them the truth, the parts that mattered. No, I hadn't stolen anything. Yes, she'd used my name to take out loans. No, I didn't want to press charges. I didn't need to. The system was already swallowing her story whole, one lie at a time. She called again. This time, there was no anger, just a broken voice on the other end. "Please," she whispered. "I have nothing left." I didn't say a word. I just hung up, the quiet finality of it heavier than any argument. That night, Ethan and I sat on the couch, a greasy pizza between us and root beer bottles littering the table. The living room felt emptier than before, but somehow cleaner. Safer. "You okay, Dad?" he asked, his eyes glued to the TV screen. Mine, though, wandered, studying him, really seeing him for the first time. My son. My blood. His mother's brilliance and my endurance wrapped up in one small body. A storm in miniature. I reached over, ruffling his hair, my fingers lingering longer than usual. "Yeah, kid. We are." The house was quiet now. No more footsteps upstairs, no more lingering shadows of betrayal. Just the two of us, surviving in our own way. Some people think justice is loud. The gavel slamming, gasps echoing in the courtroom, the rattle of a jail cell door. But sometimes it's quieter. It's a child with a tablet, a note on a coffee table, and a door that closes quietly behind you forever.